Hello everyone, and once again, welcome to the teachings. Glad to have you with us today. Today's teaching is entitled The Word Black. The Word Black. I am the host, Truth Is. Now, the word black today is used almost always in a negative light. Words like blackball, black male, black eye, black race, black clouds, black funeral clothes for mourning, even dark and evil is associated with black. However, black used to be associated with good things coming from the ancient Egyptians and influenced by the Greeks and the Romans. The word for black was Kemet, and it described the people, which were dark-skinned people, the land or silt coming from the Nile River, so the black soil, black clay. It also described their cultural elements, even some of their deities were black. Black symbolizes fertility, rebirth, and the afterlife. Again, the Romans was influenced by the Egyptians. That's why today Catholic Church bow down to black deities such as the Black Madonna and the Black Christ. Okay, but Christ is a mythical character. Christ wasn't black or white. He's a mythical character. Okay, but I just wanted to share with you why you see some Catholic people bowing down to a black Christ. It comes from the Egyptians and what black meant back then. Okay, so we're going to open up in Job, the 30th chapter, because you have some people today, mainly so-called professed Israelites, they use certain scriptures with the word black to say that's talking about the black race, the so-called African Americans, but they just take it out of context. And I'm going to share with you how they do it. Let's go to Job 30 and 30. And it reads, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burned with heat. So they say my skin is black upon me. This is talking about Job. So Job's skin is black. Job is a black man. This is not what this is talking about, brothers and sisters, okay? Job is just a fictional character. There's many fictional characters in the Bible. But we're going to share with you what the author wants you to know about this particular verse. Okay, they don't even deal with the part where it say my bones are burned with heat. They just interpret the first part of the verse. My skin is black upon me. But what does this truly mean? All right, we're gonna back up to verse 14, and we're gonna share with you what this means. Verse 14. They came upon me as the wide breaking in of waters. What came upon him? His affliction, brothers and sisters. Okay, remember Job was afflicted. So it said, they came upon me as a wide breaking in of waters. In the desolation they rolled themselves upon me. Terrors are turned upon me. They pursue my soul as the wind, and my welfare passes away as a cloud. And now my soul is poured out upon me. The days of affliction have taken hold upon me. So the days of his affliction has taken hold upon him. Okay, remember Satan challenged the Lord. Okay, but Satan says, skin for skin, yea, all that a man has will he give for his life, but put forth thy hand now and touch his bones and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said, bet. He might as well say bet because Job double dared him. Okay? Job said, let me put my hand on him. The Lord said, okay, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. In other words, take him to the brink of death, but don't kill him. All this, he did this all to Job for nothing. Job was a perfect man. He did this to Job for nothing, for a bet. Okay? So Satan struck Job with boils from his head to his feet. So this is what this is talking about. He's on his deathbed, even though he's not going to die, but he's on his deathbed. Verse 18. By the great force of my disease is my garment changed. It binded me about at the collar of my coat. So Job had a disease. Okay, verse 19. He has cast me into the mire, and I am become like dust and ashes. I cry unto thee, and thou dost not hear me. I stand up, and thou regardest me not. Thou art become cruel to me. With thy strong hand thou opposest thyself against me. Thou lifted me up to the wind. Thou causest me to ride upon it, and dissolvest my substance. For I know that thou wilt bring me to death, and to the house appointed for all living. Now let's jump down to verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. Okay, so now we know his bones are burned with inflammation. His skin is black or dark upon him because he has a disease. Those boils are afflicting him, and he's on his deathbed. This is what this is talking about. I'm not talking about he's black, a black man or a black race. Okay, he's sick with a disease, brothers and sisters. Verse 31. My harp also is turned to mourning, and my organ into the voice of them that weep. Okay, his body is something like what gangrene is. Okay, when your skin turns blue-black, brothers and sisters, from disease, from infection. This is what this is all about. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Let's go to Lamentations. Lamentation. Let me see. Right, Lamentations. Lamentations, the 5th chapter, verse 10. And it reads, our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. So they say this is a Jeremiah, Lamentations of Jeremiah, and they say our skin was black like an oven. Now a lot of versions, okay, of the Bible say hot like an oven, but it should be black like an oven because back then, okay, in ancient days, ovens was made of brick or stone, and the fire would turn the oven black. So our skin was black like an oven, dark like an oven because of the terrible famine. It tells you why, because of the terrible famine. But they use this again to say that the Israelites were black people, black race. They take it out of context. We're going to show you that they took it out of context. We're going to give you the correct meaning to the passage. Jump down to back up to verse 1. And let us continue. Verse 1. Excuse me. Get a little water. Verse 1. Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless, and mothers, and our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. In other words, they're being afflicted for their iniquity, brothers and sisters, okay? Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Verse 8, servants have ruled over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand. We got our bread with the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. Okay, so they've been destroyed, brothers and sisters, by their God, according to the legend. I'm reading you the legend. Okay? All right? Their skin is dark upon them because of the terrible famine, brothers and sisters. Verse 11, they ravished the women in Zion and the maids in the cities of Judah. Princes are hanged up by their hand. The faces of the elders were not honored. They took the young men to grind, and the children fell under the wood. Okay? So all this grief is coming upon them. You think they're going to be boasting about their skin color being black? Out of nowhere. Oh, I'm a black man. My skin is black. No, brothers and sisters. They in sorrow and grief and mourning. Okay? And because of the famine, their skin has become dark, afflicted, diseased again. Okay? Let's move along. Let's back up to Lamentation, the 4th chapter. Pick it up at verse 6. For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown in a moment, and no hand stayed on her. Okay, so they being afflicted again. Okay, but now verse 7 is going to talk about the Nazarites before the affliction. Verse 7, her Nazarites were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies. Their polishing was a sapphire. So the Nazarites was purer than snow. That represents white. White represents purity. They was upright. They was righteous. Okay? They were more ruddy in body than rubies. So their body was red. Okay? Because rubies are red. Even the drink, ruby grapefruit, ruby fruit, okay, is red. And their polishing was a sapphire. Their visage is blacker than the coal. Now, if their body is red, their face would be red. That's what visage is, face. Okay, but they say their visage is blacker than the coal. This represents, because of the famine again, brothers and sisters, the skin is afflicted, okay, with disease. This is what this is talking about. Their visage is blacker than the coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaved to their bones. It withered. It has become like a stick. Okay, they starving, brothers and sisters. This is what this is talking about. They that, verse 9, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruit of the field. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughters of my people. They so hungry, they boiling their own children, according to the legend. If you believe the legend, I'm reading you the legend. See, so once again, this is not talking about black race when they say their visage is blacker than the coal. They've been afflicted through hunger and want of food. Their bodies have been afflicted, brothers and sisters. They starving like Marvin, as the saying goes. Okay? All right. And far as their bodies being ruddy, red, well, your Bible say Adam, well, Adam, they say, comes from the word that means red. Okay? Talking about it was red clay instead of black clay. Okay? David and Solomon was considered ruddy. Okay? Coming from red. Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment. Once again, the Egyptians' influence come on this Bible, brothers and sisters, because red is a special color in Egyptian mythology. Okay? It's dealing with life forces. Okay? It's dealing with protection. It's dealing with the afterlife. Okay? And so that's why you have Set, the god Set had red hair. You see the Egyptians' portraits, they painted on cave walls, reddish brown, because red was important in Egyptian mythology. And your Bible has been influenced by Egypt, brothers and sisters. Even Moses' name comes from an Egyptian name. They telling you something Moshe, brothers and sisters, but look into it. Okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about. Do your research. But let's move along. Let's look at another time black is used out of order, out of context. Jeremiah, the 8th chapter. Jeremiah, the 8th chapter. And we'll pick up at verse 21. Jeremiah, the 8th chapter, verse 21. And it reads, for the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. I am black. Astonishment has taken hold on me. So they messed this passage up too and say, see, Jeremiah say I am black. If Jeremiah is black, then all the Israelites are black. Okay? But brothers and sisters, what do this really mean? Let's back up to verse 18. When I will comfort myself against sorrow, my heart is faint in me. So he's dealing with sorrow and grief. Keep that in mind. Behold, the voice of the cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in a far country. It is not the Lord in Zion, it is not her king in her. Why have they provoked me to anger with their graven image and with strange vanities? The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. So Jeremiah said, for the hurt of the daughter of his people, what they're going through, he is hurt. I am black. That black represents hurt, brothers and sisters, and sorrow. Astonishment has taken hold on me. See? Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? So here the word black represents sorrow, grief, mourning, brothers and sisters, hurt and pain. That's what it's talking about. Why should he be going through, again, hurt and pain, and all of a sudden talking about his skin color as far as being proud of his race? I am black. Come on, brothers and sisters. Think about it. Let's back up to, let's go to the 14th chapter of the same book and look at it again. And let's pick it up at verse 1. And it reads, the word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah concerning the dearth. Dearth is another word for famine. We're dealing with famine again. Verse 2, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are blackened to the ground, and the city of Jerusalem is gone up. I can't believe these Israelite brothers use this to show race, that the Israelites are black. That makes no sense. It says blackened to the ground. How is that talking about skin color, brothers and sisters, as far as race? Come on now. It's dealing with mourning. They fall into the ground, brothers and sisters, because they mourning. Why are they mourning? Verse 3. And their nobles have sent their little ones to the water. They came to the pits and found no water. They returned with their vessels empty. They were ashamed and confounded and covered their heads, because the ground is chapped, for there was no rain in the earth. The plowmen were ashamed, they covered their heads. Okay, so again, because of the dirt, because of the famine, these people are hungry, these people are weak, they've fallen down to the ground, they can't believe it. They look for God, but they get no answer. That's what this is talking about, brothers. So they are blackened to the ground in grief, in sorrow, in pain, in hunger. Okay? So that's the lesson, brothers and sisters, okay? And far as Song of Solomon, when it say, I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, that right there, brothers and sisters, is not talking about black race either. And that's not Solomon. People say that's Solomon talking, that means Solomon is black. If Solomon is black, then David is black. When that is the shepherdess virgin saying, I am black. But she's beautiful and lovely. In other words, she's dark skinned. Yes, she's still beautiful and lovely. And for the daughters of Jerusalem to stop judging her because she's dark skinned, because the sun has looked upon her and made her black or dark skinned. Come on, brothers and sisters. Put things in the proper perspective. Do wrong right. And eventually you'll get it right. And you'll realize your Bible is all over the place. Not lining up, not walking in harmony, contradictions here, mythology there, and things that don't add up here, there, and everywhere. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Till the next time, peace, love, later.